Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead Dead City. This one's going to be doing another discussion video for today. We're going to be going over some information for this season. We have added information from yesterday's video that I did want to go over in regards to the appearance, as we know, of Lucille involving Season 2 of Dead City. Now, obviously, we heard about this one. This is a rumored piece of information. They haven't officially confirmed this yet, but apparently we do know the episode where she's rumored to be showing up, and it is apparently episode 7, which also kind of proves the added evidence that this season is a lot longer, is because obviously your average spin-off seasons that we've seen so far have only been 6 episodes. This season they're going out of their way to do 8 episodes. Now I am very curious to see what the reason for the extension is for this season, especially now hearing a lot of evidence that there is 8 episodes and that's just what's going to be happening. I'm curious to see what the reason for it being 8 episodes is going to be. Now in terms of Lucille, it sounds like we will be seeing her full force in episode 7, which adds to my theory even more, and it adds to what I've been saying about this season many times before, is that I believe that Negan will be kind of forced into this role. He will do these horrible things, take over these groups in New York, be this dictator throughout a lot of the season, and then around the penultimate episode, he's going to kind of snap out of it. He's going to, realize that this life is not worth it. And I feel like now, with this added piece of context, Lucille is going to be why Negan kind of goes back to just the good guy Negan that we know, rather than the bat-wielding crazy guy Negan. And I think that the scene, and I actually think that they may have shown us more of the season than we think that they have. I actually think that the scene where Negan is throwing the bat, the scene in the trailer where he's like throwing the bat and he's like throwing it in rage, I actually think, and I'm going to make a prediction on this, I think that is after the hallucination with Lucille. I think that Negan is then going to throw the bat in almost like in a way of like getting rid of that. Like, I feel like this interaction with Lucille is not going to be a positive one. I don't. I feel like she's going to be talking to him as a way to say, you're better than this. Like, how dare you go back to this life? Like, she's actually going to say to Negan that she's disappointed in him. Honestly, I think that's what it is. And you know what I think she's going to tell him? She's going to say, I can't believe you're choosing this instead of going after your son and wife. You know what I mean? You already lost me, now you're going to lose them. Why? Because you're so selfish, because you can't let go of this life. You know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be a tough love moment. I really do. And I feel like in that scene, this music is going to build. It's going to be this really intense moment as you see Negan chuck it, and he's going to just scream out, like he's going to have an absolute mental breakdown, which we haven't seen Negan have ever. I think that would actually be a really interesting sequence. And then Negan's going to say, screw this. And then how do you build up to the season 2 finale, you may ask? That's when you're going to notice that he's changing. He's doing things differently. And in the finale, he's going to kill Croat and get away from this life in general. I think that's exactly where they're going with this. And I think that in season 3 of this show, Negan will set out to find his family. I do. I think he's going to set out to find his family as Maggie rescues him from this city with the help of Armstrong. Armstrong potentially even dying as a result, I do think, which I wouldn't like, but I think Armstrong could give his life so that Negan can get out of this, city alive. I do think they could do that. And then, obviously, we would continue from there, and then Negan would be out, and then in season 3, Negan would be trying to right his wrongs, and, trying to get back the family that he lost, that he thought he couldn't, get back, and that he thought he didn't deserve. And it's all by the help of Lucille. So for anybody that tells me that it feels out of place for Lucille to be in this season, it really doesn't. If they go by that type of writing, I feel like that's exactly why she should be involved in this season, especially Negan reverting back to some of his old ways. I honestly think it makes the most sense. I really do. It adds up, it definitely makes sense, and it clarifies a lot of things. It really does. So I'm curious to see how they do this. I'm really curious to see how they execute all this. And I'm curious to see if Lucille will be as involved as we think. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's the role, that's the route they're going to be going. But again, time will tell. It's hard to say. So let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe. Let you know any other videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.